Up and running, not long till the first Grand Prix now. Tell us, is the Mercedes W14 working well? Is the bouncing a thing of the past, and is it quick?
Well, first, I think so far from what we've seen, the bouncing is definitely more under control than this time last year. That is for sure. So my back is in a bit of a better place and less headaches than what not only myself and Lewis, but all of the team had this time 12 months ago. It's difficult to say so far. Definitely a lot of improvements in certain areas. The car is feeling nicer to drive, but at the end of the day, there's only one thing that matters, and that's the lap times on the timesheet. But it was being a pretty smooth test. Unfortunately, we had the issue this afternoon, so we lost a lot of running. But I think we've uncovered some interesting things in the data that hopefully will find us some more lap time. So we've got to take the positives.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, he lost a bit of track time, but not too much. I think the team said it was a hydraulic issue. Is that something that can be easily fixed for tomorrow?
Yeah, that's not. Is one of those things that happens here and there and can happen to anybody, but it doesn't cause us major concern for the rest of the test.
Okay. Team also talk about an upgrade package coming, as many teams will have, but a lot's pinned on that. So do you think it's fair to say that with everything, maybe you're starting the season a little bit undercooked, a little bit on the back foot, maybe?
I wouldn't say on the back foot. I think this team has a history of being very good at development throughout a season. I think it's important that you don't throw everything into one basket when it comes to delivering, let's say, the optimum package for race one, but making sure you've got a package that you can easily develop from and maybe find greater performance later down the line. So if I had to tell you right here, right now, how it's probably going to pan out next week, I reckon we are going to be a little bit behind Red Bull. They're looking in a very strong state at the moment, but I think we haven't unlocked everything yet. But I'd like to think eventually we'll be catching them back up.
And when you drive for Mercedes, you're always going to be a championship contender, championship challenger at least.
Yeah, I think so. That's why we're all here. So this is what it's all about. I think we've got to go in with a bit of an open mind. I don't want to sit here saying Mercedes is back, because that's totally unfair. And from what we've seen these past 2 days, Red Bull look very, very strong. But what I can say is I think I've got the best team in the business, and everybody's working flat out to get Mercedes back on top.
Okay, because just finally, George, it's a long season, longest ever, 23 races. And while you might not be the quickest at the beginning, is there a feeling within the team that you need to keep everybody, you and Lewis need to keep everybody motivated, because that pace will come?
Yeah, I think when you look at the calendar as a whole, I think we've only got 5 races in the first 2.5, 3 months, whereas at the end of the season, you've probably got 10 or 11 in the same time span. So this season is going to be won and lost midway to the end of the season. It's not going to be won or lost in the first 5 races. So as much as we want to go out there and win next weekend in Bahrain, and we're going to be giving it everything to achieve that, we know that it's more important that we've got the right car in the right window come race 6 onwards, because that's where the big points are going to be won.